How's it going? Chris from Blu-ray Critic, and on today's update I got three great brand new releases to review, one of which is from the Olive Signature line starring the beautiful Raquel Welch and Hannie Caulder, really great Western film. Also Coffee and Cigarettes, which is a great conversation piece, and also Carrington starring Emmett and Jonathan Pryce. So starting things off with Hannie Caulder, and this is a really great revenge Western film in which Raquel Welch plays a character in which she's just brutally raped and her husband is murdered, and she's trying to trained to be a gunfighter so that way she could seek revenge on those that are responsible for doing this to her and her late husband. Really fantastic film, and this movie was released in 1971, and such beautiful cinematography. Really great restoration by Olive Films for this release, by the Olive Signature line, and it contains a number of great supplements as well, so let's take a closer look. So this film is sourced from a brand new HD digital restoration, and you get a really great audio commentary track by Alex Cox, that's right, the director of Repo Man, and then also he's the author of 10,000 Ways to Die, which is a director's take on the spaghetti western. Also Exploitation or Redemption, examination of rape revenge movies with film scholar Ben Shear. Also a Win or Lose, Tygon Pictures and the Making of Hannie Caulder with Sir Christopher Frayling, as well as Sympathy for Lady Revenge, which is an essay by film critic Kim Morgan. And this film is presented in the aspect ratio of 2:35, and this is a Region A release. And as far as picture and audio quality, I'm going to rate it a 4.5 for both picture and audio. Overall, really great looking presentation. The sharpness is maintained pretty well. Great color saturation, and just overall, just the cinematography in itself is just absolutely fantastic with a really solid audio mix. And as we open up the case, we get some really great artwork, nice artwork on the disc itself and behind as well. Beautifully done. And of course you get that great booklet with some nice production notes to read. And next up I got the art house film Coffee and Cigarettes, which is directed by Jim Jarmusch, who previously directed great films such as Down by Law with Roberto Benigni, the Italian actor who won an Oscar for Life is Beautiful, as well as Mystery Train, the great film. So this is a conversation piece with various famous celebrities, actors. You get Bill Murray, you get Iggy Pop, which is fantastic, Steve Buscemi, and yeah, the list goes on and on, Meg White and Jack White, and RZA and Taylor Mead. So yeah, it's just a conversation piece over coffee, and they just talk about various subject matters, and it's really interesting. It's really fascinating. And this film kind of reminds me of the movie My Dinner with Andre, which is another fantastic conversation piece. So as far as special features, you just get an interview with one of the actors from the film, Taylor Mead, which is pretty cool to check out. And as far as aspect ratio, this film is presented in the 1.78 format, and this is a Region A release. So as far as picture and audio quality, I'm going to rate this one a 4 out of 5 for both picture and audio. Overall, a really nice looking presentation and a movie that's definitely worth checking out, and that is Coffee and Cigarettes. And finally, I got Carrington, which is a really beautiful movie that's shot on location in the countryside of England, and it stars Emmett and Jonathan Pryce. And as you remember, Jonathan Pryce, he played the villain in the 007 film Tomorrow Never Dies. But in this one, the story is about these close friends, and they're quite the opposite as far as what they're looking for, as far as love in their life, but they share this close bond with one another, and they start to develop feelings with each other. But highly recommend this one if you like these type of films. Very artsy and just overall fantastic cinematography. And the aspect ratio for this film is presented in the 1.85 format. And as far as special features, you just basically get a behind the scenes quick featurette, interviews with the cast, that type of thing, and you also get the theatrical trailer as well. But as far as video and audio presentation, I'm going to rate this one a 4 out of 5 for both. It's a bit soft, but nonetheless, there are certain scenes that the sharpness is maintained pretty well. But yeah, overall, a 4 out of 5 for Carrington. But let me show you the spine on this one. So that's my review for some of the latest releases from the Olive Films line, and of course Olive Signature for the month of November 2016. So thanks for taking a look, and I'll see you guys soon in my next update. Take care.